2 weeks in Tonga? Sounds like a holiday. I don't think so. Big Tree Anglican Church, partnering with local EE field worker Dalian Nwera, led a team from Shell Harbour, Brisbane and Perth to spend a fortnight in the Kingdom of Tonga. 170 islands located smack in the middle of the South Pacific. The aim? To equip local pastors and leaders with Evangelism Explosion, or EE. EE is simply a tool to assist local churches to fulfill Jesus' Great Commission. By attending a 5-day clinic, church leaders learn a way to share the gospel personally and intentionally without Bible bashing, and learn how to equip other members of their own church with the EE tool as well, which means the evangelism continues even after the mission. The team ran different clinics for those working with kids, youth and adults, and did it all twice on 2 separate islands. Arriving into the capital, Nuku'alofa, the team discovered that their planned flight to the outer island of Vava'u would be delayed 2 days, a blessing in disguise by God to prepare the team. When they did arrive, they discovered the beauty that is the small island of Vava'u, and hit the ground running as the training began. As well as teaching via translator about evangelism, the adult and youth clinics broke into teams throughout the whole week to do evangelism in what EE calls OJT. Over the week, trainees such as Sione got to share the gospel presentation they learned.
The small things that I know that I share to him, I know that it's very powerful and it's easy for him to understand. So we make it up for him to receive Jesus. So he received Jesus.
We had an opportunity to go to one of the houses of one of my neighbors, and God has been so grateful, so gracious to my neighbor, who have a very bad reputation in the community. And the great news was that when we came there, he was willing to give his life to Christ, and he got saved right there and then.
The OJT even included a morning visit to Vava'u High School, the only government high school on the island. On the final night, the team used music to stage an outreach event for the OJT, which included Alicia Dobbs sharing her testimony and then teams sharing with the crowd that gathered. Challenging though it was, the week was a great success.
I have learned a lot about how to face non-Christians and people that you don't know, and how to witness to them and share with them the eternal life and how to get it.
You guys help me grow spiritually, and another thing is like the Bible verses and things like that helps me to know more about Jesus and everything.
But I think this is a great opportunity for me just to increase what I've been learning from the past, and I think I'm expanding my territory just to teach the kid and multiply my Sunday school students.
I'm a pastor in one of the Assemblies of God, but this course is one of the best how to teaching about evangelism.
I never been to anything like this, and honestly say that I'm so glad after this week I now have a tool, that I can use, with our church, and I'm looking forward for a great result. But I just want to say to you, all the churches that have been supporting the team to come over, you have invested your money and your strength to something worth, and to a to a good cause.
From there, the team returned back south to the nation's capital, Nuku'alofa, home to the king and a city in recovery mode after its national week of celebrating His Majesty's birthday. Over the weekend, the team took part in local church services, one church going to visit the hospital. And then all of the team got some well-earned relaxation time. Monday morning, the 3 clinics cranked up again for more times of learning and fun. OJT times were also amazing, as God led different groups into situations that can only be described as divine appointments.
Last night, they were so determined that they were going to kill this person. They were so angry at them, and tonight they have fully forgiven them. And I think that's so amazing that God could do that in a man's heart.
They really want to receive Jesus Christ, because I know that how they were different from other guys I was sharing to. They really want to know Jesus more, and then they really want to change, and then they receive Jesus Christ to their heart, and they said that they forgive the guys that they were about to kill. They already forgive them, and then they want to know Jesus more.
During the week in Nuku'alofa, Tonga High School was also the location for some of our on-the-job training.
I shared the gospel with them and did the walk-away thing, and one girl came and sat down and she looked very like she realised the gravity of what she was doing, and then the other 3 came and sat down, and one of them wasn't sure, she wanted to think about it, so we invited them, gave them all Do You Know For Sure booklets, and invited them to the TCF car park. Hopefully they'll come, but if not, they can always, I'm sure if God wants them in His kingdom, that He'll bring them there. And so I was just stoked that I got to meet them and share the gospel with them, and it was tops.
Me and Emma go and teach the 3 girls how to go meet their life with Jesus, and they accept Jesus in their life.
The clinics also held an outreach OJT event right in the middle of town on a busy Friday afternoon, where the teams met lots of people from the week gone by and those who happened to be there.
Proclaim your awesome power. Tell of mighty deeds. Declare your future kingdom.
The clinic at the end proved to bear fruit for the team and for those who were trained.
Very exciting, learning a lot of things. Feel my spirit awake again.
And the big plan is behind it. I want to equip my people here, start from the Anglican Church, plus our Tongan community to do evangelism in all walks of life.
Over 2 weeks in Tonga, the team trained more than 71 leaders from more than 16 different churches, and EE is committed to continue to assist them to establish what they've learned. On the OJTs, the teams personally shared the gospel with more than 918 people. 384 of them chose to receive Christ and follow Him. You know, the harvest truly is ripe and plentiful in Tonga. Though the mission trip drew to a close and the team had to head back to Australia, what is going to be remembered is not what they did, but what God did. As God touched the lives of the team and touches the lives of the people of Tonga.